Here it comes. Please, at number 7, it was a massive up.
Tales of wonder.
Right? Different things you do.
IQRA Kids TV.
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Sorry I'm late, guys. So sorry. I was trying to find Beanie, actually, but I didn't find him, which is a good thing. Sorry about being late. Anyway, walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome once again to IQRA Kids TV. Now, because I'm a bit late, I just need to finish off a few things here and there to make sure this show is going to be good for you. Okay, guys, you know what IQRA Kids TV means? IQRA means to learn, to read, to understand. Kids is you guys, me, mum, dad, whoever. And of course, TV. What we're working on to make sure it is awesome for you guys. Now, anyway, here's the show. A bit late, but here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Hey, assalamu alaikum, guys, and welcome once again to the Random Art Studio with me, your host. Guys, are you ready to have that part of your brain that deals with all sorts of creative things? Are you ready to have it stimulated, exercise, and expressing some awesome, talented artwork? I hope so, guys. Do you want to be able to draw some really cool stuff that you can take to your friends and family and say, look at what he did, oh, he's so cool. They're going to go, wow, where did you learn that? On the Random Art Studio, IQRA Kids TV on IQRA TV. Right, guys, you're in the right place for that. As usual, guys, you know you can send your artwork in if you can't make it here yourself physically, which would be nice, but if you can't, right, you need to email me on the following email address, info@iqra.tv, okay? You will get one of these, pating, one of these awesome certificates, okay? Designed by myself, especially for you guys, as a special thank you for being on our show or having your artwork featured on our show. If you don't want to go through all that rigmarole of sending emails, right? You want to DM me directly, you can do so on our Instagram page, IQRA Kids TV. Just go in there, or on your phone or whatever, take a photo of it, make sure it's in a nice lit place, take a photo of it. It might be one or two. Okay, don't worry if it's on a sketch pad or a writing pad, just take a photo of it, make sure it's a good image of it, attach it to go to your DM on Instagram, and send it there, right? And we will put it on the page and we'll talk about it here as well. And I'll give you some pointers as to what I think of your artwork, okay? And you will get one of those certificates as well. Right, the spinner, I've upgraded it a little bit. I've added some bits, I've chucked out some stuff as well. So it's as cool as could be. Let's have that random spinner on the screen now. There we go. Very prompt and swift. Nice one. I like it. Right, as I said, I've added a few things and I'm taking a few things off, and it's in real time. It's like I'm just doing that, mixing it. Right, so let's go for it, guys. Let's see what we got. Let's spin it. Let's see what we've got. A bumblebee. A bumblebee. Okay. Okay, let's find a nice picture of a bumblebee. I'm not entirely happy with it. I'm going to turn it so I can get a better curvature on the drawing, so it's more of a natural curve for me. Remember, you just have to press very lightly on the paper if you want the color to be light. You know that already, so I'm just reminding you, okay? I'm turning the page so that my hand is naturally flowing in this direction, okay? And I'm gonna fade it out a little bit, okay? Now again, your colors might not match exactly what you've got there as well. It doesn't matter. Let's use that orange again. It doesn't matter, because this picture could be in black and white and it would still look cool, okay? So the colors are important, but they're not essential, okay? You can still get a good result even if it was green or blue. As long as the values of those colors are there, that's the most important thing, okay? The values, the heaviness of each color, as long as that is there, it will still look good. That's why I said to you, it could be black and white and you can still make it look really cool, okay? Just gonna fade that out a little bit. Same for this eye on the inside here, it's kind of darker red, and on the outside here, fade it out. You know, every time I show my wife what we've been doing on Random Art Studio, she goes to me, "Oh, Khaleel, when are you gonna teach me to do that? When are you gonna teach me to do this?" I was like, I will, but we never get around to it. She should watch our show, shouldn't she? That way she would have to ask me to do it. Oh, goodness me, right? So I'm going to just bring that red in a little bit and just put, it might sound like I'm pushing hard on it, but I'm not. I'm trying to be quite subtle with it. Okay, I'm being quite subtle with it. I'm going to bring that orange over here, which is not orange, it's actually a red, but I'm trying to get it to blend in a little bit. Let's have a look at that. Nice, nice, nice. I'm happy with that. Right, let's go back to his underbelly here and emphasize that color again. It looks like we're going to have to use a bit of gray down there in a while, but for now we're just going to stick with what we've got. Let's go on his leg here, like this. Now I don't know if you guys can see, but the other pencil has scratched into the paper and it's creating these weird textures, which is not what I want, but never mind. Nothing we can do about that now, okay? Because the pencils, as I say, they're a little bit unpredictable sometimes. I sharpened it and it was still kind of sharp in the wrong kind of way, if you know what I mean. It was sharp. I want it to be sharp, but not sharp in the way that I don't want it to be sharp. Does that make sense? Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. No, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I hope you guys can understand, okay? Sometimes you want to have a flat edge on your pencil. That's what I'm trying to get. And sometimes that flat edge has got imperfections in it and it's not quite what you want. But what can one do? Let's fade that in a little bit. Bring that round a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna try and make these colors blend into each other quite subtly. Some parts is not so subtle, I know, right? But some of it is subtle, and it's good practice with your shading. Shading is paramount, because shading is what makes something look three-dimensional and makes it look as if it's actually there. Right, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, yes, nice. I'm happy with that. That's good. That's okay under here. Right. So now that I've done that, let me get that gray pencil, if we have a gray pencil. We probably don't. So I'm going to grab this black and I'm going to do it under his underbelly here. And I'm going to just run it across, because it looks, on the original, it looks kind of grayish, okay, or a deep grayish kind of yellow orange kind of thing. It's weird color, I can't describe it. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there on the back of his leg. Okay, so as I said, we're building up these colors slowly, oh so slowly. Okay, now building up these colors with the pencil is fairly easy, but the first experience I had with building up colors and building up a picture is with watercolor, okay? Gouache, okay? If you know what gouache is a form of paint. It's fairly inexpensive stuff to buy, but it can really change your artwork because you can do quite a little bit with it. And I used to have some gouache paint And I used that to do my first paintings, and they came out quite nice because the gouache was kind of an easy medium to use, and it was something that I could easily control because it's just water-based, isn't it? It's not like acrylics. Acrylics, once you use acrylics and it dries, that is it. You can't change it. But with watercolor, you can go over it, you can change things, and that's the beauty of using things like that as well. Okay, so I'm putting those darker lines here. I'm gonna put a darker line on the outside of his belly. Not too much, because I don't want to go too far. And I'm gonna do that on the eyelids, on the edge of his eyelids. Not gonna go too far in, just on the edge, the inside rim there, so to speak. And it should make it look more three-dimensional, as if it's an actual oval rim of his eye. Not doing too much. Oh, just gonna fade that in with my yellow. There's my yellow. I'm gonna use, I think I've done a bit too much. Oh, lost my yellow. That's a bit dodgy, so let's not touch that for a minute. And let's just bring that color around like this. Right, let's have a look at what we've done now. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I want to concentrate on those lines that he's got. We've still got his antennae to do, and we've still got his wings to do. Those are fairly easy. So I'm going to grab my black Sharpie. Now, on the picture that we've got here on the screen, those lines are just black lines, okay? But we're going to slightly cheat, okay? Based on the contours of his body. His body is obviously going outwards like that. And bearing in mind that the light is coming from a certain direction, the light of the black parts should get dark, and it should get slightly lighter, not too light, and then it should go black again, right? Based on the contours of his body, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my Sharpie to fill in up to here, where that line is on his back. Roughly there, okay? Maybe a bit further up. There. I'll do the same here. Now this part can be solid black, no problem. I'm gonna bring it right under his leg here. Okay, gonna bring it right under his leg. Okay, and I'm gonna also bring it here. I'm gonna make that totally black. And I'm gonna stop it about here somewhere. Now remember, you see we've got that line there, it's very subtle, but I'm going to imagine that this line is what the sun is hitting that part here, and the sun is gonna hit about here somewhere. So I'm gonna just bring that black line here in the same kind of order, the same line, okay? We're gonna leave that, and we're gonna go over here. We're going to bring that here, and we're gonna fill that in black, okay? I'm gonna bring it right round here, because it does get darker here, doesn't it? So we're allowed to make that dark as well. And I'm going to stop it about here somewhere, in line with the curvature of his stomach and where that's shaded. And that line is gonna continue down to here. So we're gonna fill all of this in black here. Right. And I'm gonna increase the darkness from here all the way across. All of this is gonna be dark, black, solid black. Under his neck, because all that part is shaded and the sun is coming from here, so the shading is going to be here. The darker, shadowy parts of his body are going to be here. So I can just fill this in willy-nilly.
Oh, mountains of Mecca, what danger. Ibrahim, you're singing out of key. I say, just not singing it right. If you don't sing it right, they're going to send us home. A mountain of Mecca.
I don't know the words.
Look at that now. You spoiled everything. Now we have to sit at home watching the telly. It's not fair, is it?
Sorry.
What? You always mess up. What am I gonna do with you?
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying watching IQRA Kids TV. Remember, if you want to send in any of your artwork, or if you want to join Brother Khaleel on the Random Art Studio, all you need to do is send us an email on this email address, info@iqra.tv. info@iqra.tv. Send your stuff in and give us an email. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon. Bye.
Right, let's grab a blue. It's going to be the darker blue, the darkest blue I have, which is, let me just get a piece of random paper and just test it. Right, that is nice dark blue. So I'm going to use that to bring it over, blend it in, and you might want to go back over the black as well to give it that kind of nice kind of navy blue color there. You're combining the two colors together, and we'll do the same here. Like that. So the whole thing, all of those colors are converging to create the illusion that it's a round belly filled with honey. You see those dark blacks, the lighter blue, the darker blue, then the lighter blue, and fading in. So it looks as if the sun is hitting it right there and it's creating a shine on his belly. And you can see the light on his foot here as well. Again, showing the shadow. Okay. Now, as I'm looking at it, because I'm looking off screen because I'm looking at the monitor we have in the studio, and it allows me to look at it at a distance to see what I need to adjust. Okay, all right. So in case you're wondering, Khaleel, why you keep looking over there? What's going on over there? Okay, now you know. Okay, all right. I'm going to use this to blend in some of these. See the pencil, I need to make it a bit flatter. It's too sharp. Okay, I've got a bit of scrap paper on the side that I'm going to use to create an edge on there, hopefully. So, because I want it to be a bit softer. So all of the lines of shade are all converging to create the illusion of a round stomach. See, this part looks a bit odd to me. It looks like a line as opposed to the curvature of his belly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a darker line on the top here using a marker. I'm going to bring that up like this. Hopefully that might work. I really don't know because it looks too heavy. So I'm going to do this. Still not quite. You know what the problem is? Because I put that yellow line on his yellow. Excuse me, I put the black line on the yellow. That's what's causing the problem. I don't know how to fix that because I can't go over that yellow now, over that black with a yellow marker. It's not going to go over it. Unless, let me try and whip out. I've got a new pen here, which is white ink. Maybe I can use that to go over this part here. It is going over it, actually. Okay. Now it might not work as much as I'm pressing hard on it. I may have to increase this dark orange here to create that contrast. So if I get my pencil again and press a bit harder, it's going to create that contrast between the between the yellow and the white there, and increase the whiteness by increasing the darkness. It's all a matter of light and playing games with color and shading and things of that nature. So I'm going to look at that again. Right. I'm happy with that. Let me just knock this off here. Okay, I think his eyelids need a bit of white. Not bad. Okay, I still think this line under his chin here is a bit harsh. So I'm going to try and see if I can soften it a little bit, because it isn't that harsh on my original. So I'm going to try and soften that a bit. Okay, and it gets a little darker as it goes on here. In order to do that, let me get that. What did I use? I used, I think I used, I don't know what I used. I used a black pencil. I don't know. I'll just use this one for now. See, it's kind of slightly sticking off. If I put a shadow here, the light is come from here. If I put a shadow here, right, see that shadow? It has worked, mashallah. It has worked, okay? You can see the shadow of that his nose is casting, right? Let me just have a look at it from the distance. Right, I'm gonna use the same black pencil to go underneath here, because if you look at our original picture, underneath his chin here is kind of dark. It's okay, it should still be a little bit darker. This part I don't mind, that's okay. I'm gonna put a dark line on the rim of his belly here using the color pencil, the black one that I've got here, and I'm going to bring that round like this, which continues from here. Again, because the light is come from here, it's going around his body, it's going around his body, so underneath here is going to be where the shadow is. Now I think underneath his belly here needs to be a lot darker. Okay, and I'm doing it right before your eyes in order to show you that, you know, with a bit of patience, with a bit of trial and error, you can do exactly the same thing. Right, I'm gonna make this part a little bit darker here. That line here, you can barely see it, okay? It doesn't matter. That's why I'm saying to you, don't beat yourself up too much if you're making a few small mistakes here and there. Right, I'm going to use this black here and I'm gonna bring this line up to here. You creating that illusion of 3D-ness. Let's have a look at that again. Okay, so as I'm looking at it now, I'm realizing, yeah, this is working nicely, but I think I need to continue this darkness a little bit on his side here as well. If the light is coming from here, that part should be a bit darker. So I'm going to turn it around so I can do the curve easier for my hand. Right, I think we're going to draw this one to a close. Let's have a look at it again. Okay, no, we can't finish yet because I haven't done his wings and I need to finish this, and his twiddly diddly diddly things as well. We're going to do those, okay? Right, now that we've done a little bit, let's have another look again at what we've managed to achieve in this particular session. I'm quite pleased with it as well. The only other thing I would do to just really send it is to get my pencil, my dark pencil, here we go. And I'm gonna put a bit of a shadow underneath him here. Right, let's have another look, our final look. Right, guys, let me just invite you once again to appear on the show with myself. It would be an honor to have you. If you're not able to come in personally and you live far away and you want to send your artwork in or request to be here, info@IQRA.TV is the email address. Well, you know that as well. If you don't want to do any of those, you can't come in and you don't want to email me, but you want me to see your artwork, go to our Instagram page, IQRA Kids TV, DM me there, okay? Say, hi Khaleel, assalamu alaikum, how you doing, brother? I've done some pictures that I'm not sure about, or I've done some pictures I think is really cool. I want you to put it on your show and put it on your Instagram page. Do so, okay? As I said, go to Instagram and check us out there, inshallah. Right, my friends, thank you once again for being with me on the Random Art Studio. Be creative, get drawing, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. And another show done and dusted. Woo-hoo-hoo. I know, but we can't go forever. Guys, as usual, we want to hear your feedback, your thoughts, your feelings, anything you think we should do that we're not doing, like go to different places, talk about different topics, draw different things. What say you, my friends? If you do have any thoughts, here is the email address that you can send your feedback to. And of course, our website is as follows. Go over there and check out all of our shows. And if you've not done it yet, I'm just wondering what you guys waiting for. Make sure you go to our Instagram page. There's the address, guys. Sorry for being so late, but sometimes Beanie does cause some problems, you know what I mean? Right, guys, take care. Speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Reason number 7